Hi friends, welcome back to Hazel's Mastery. Today we are going to discuss the first chapter of Mathematics. Chapter 1, Integers, Part 2. In the previous video or in Part 1, we discussed about addition and subtraction and their properties. In this video, we are going to discuss multiplication and division of integers and their properties. Multiplication. We all know that when we multiply any two positive integer, their product is always a positive integer. For example, positive 6 into positive 7 is equal to 6 into 7, positive 42. When we multiply any two negative integers, for example, negative 6 into negative 7 is equal to 6 into 7, 42. Here we have two negative integers. So, when we have any two negative integers, their product is positive. So, negative 6 into negative 7 answer is positive 42. When we multiply any one positive integer and one negative integer, their product is always negative. For example, positive 6 into negative 7 is equal to 6 into 7, 42. Here we have one positive and one negative. So, the answer is negative 42. When we multiply 0 with any integers, the answer is always 0. For example, negative 365 into 0 into 100 is equal to 0 because negative 365 into 0 is 0 into 100 is equal to 0. In multiplication, some cases are more than 2 integers. In that case, all these integers are positive, then their product is also a positive integer. For example, 5 into positive 5 into positive 10 into positive 2 is equal to 5 into 10, 50, 50 into 2, 100. All these three integers are positive, so that the answer is also a positive integer. In some cases, all these numbers are negative integers. For example, negative 5 into negative 10 into negative 2. Now we have to multiply these numbers. 5 into 10, 50. 50 into 2, 100. Now we have to check how many negative integers we have. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 negative integers. 3 is an odd number, so that the product is negative 100. If the numbers of negative integers are odd, their product is always a negative integer. If the number of negative integers are even, then their product is always positive integer. In some cases, we have some negative integers and some positive integers. For example, negative 5 into negative 10 into positive 2 is equal to, first we have to multiply these three numbers. 5 into 10, 50, 50 into 2, 100. Now we have to check how many negative integers we have. 1, 2. The number of negative integers are 2. 2 is an even number. So the answer is positive 100. Now you all know how to multiply integers. Do you know the properties of multiplication? Properties of multiplication. First one, closure property. If A and B are any two integers, then their product is also an integer. I will explain it. Imagine that A and B are any two integers. When we multiply, their product is also an integer. For example, negative 5 into positive 4 is equal to 5 into 4, 20. Here we have one negative and one positive. When we have one negative and one positive, their product is always a negative. So here the answer is negative 20. Second one, commutativity of multiplication. If A and B are any two integers, then A into B is equal to B into A. This is the equation of commutativity of multiplication. I will give you an example. Positive 5 into negative 4 is equal to 5 into 4, 20. Here we have one negative and one positive. When we have one negative and one positive, the answer is always negative. So here the answer is negative 20 and negative 4 into positive 5 is equal to 4 into 5, 20. Here we have one negative and one positive. So the answer is negative 20. Here the question are same. 5 into negative 4 and negative 4 into positive 5. The answer is also same. So it is commutativity of multiplication. Third one, multiplication by 0. If A is an integer, then A into 0 is equal to 0 into A is equal to 0. This is the equation of multiplication by 0. For example, negative 5 into 0 is equal to 0. 0 into negative 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, negative 5 into 0 is equal to 0 into negative 5 is equal to 0. Fourth one, multiplicative identity. What is the multiplicative identity for integers? For example, any number into 1 is equal to that number itself. I will give an example right here. 10 into 1 is equal to 10. If a is an any integer, then a into 1 is equal to 1 into a is equal to a. For example, 9 into 1 is equal to 9, and 1 into 9 is equal to 9. Here the both answers are same. Therefore, 9 into 1 is equal to 1 into 9 is equal to 9. Fifth one, associativity for multiplication. If a, b and c are any three integer, then a into b into c is equal to a into b into c. For example, negative 3 into negative 2 into positive 5 is equal to, first we want to do the numbers given in the brackets. Negative 3 into negative 2 is equal to positive 6 into positive 5 is equal to 6 into 5, 30. Here we have two positive integers, so the answer is positive. Positive 30. Negative 3 into negative 2 into positive 5. First, we want to do the numbers given in the brackets. Negative 2 into 5 is equal to negative 2 into 5, 10. Negative 10 into negative 3. Is equal to 10 into 3, 30. Here we have two negative integers. So the answer is positive 30. Here the both answers are same. Therefore, negative 3 into negative 2 into 5 is equal to negative 3 into negative 2 into 5. Sixth one, distributive property of multiplication over addition. If a, b and c are any three integers, then a into b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c. For example, negative 2 into 3 plus 5 is equal to negative 2 into 3 plus 5, 8. Positive 8 is equal to 2 into 8, 16. Here we have one negative, one positive. So the answer is negative 60. Next one. Negative 2 into 3 plus negative 2 into 5. Two threes are 6. Here we have one negative, one positive. So the answer is negative 6. Plus 2 5s are 10. Here we have one negative, one positive. So it is negative 10 is equal to 6 plus 10, 16. Here the both integers are negative. So the answer is negative 60. Therefore, negative 2 into 3 plus 5, positive 3 plus positive 5 is equal to negative 2 into 3 plus negative 2 into positive 5. Seventh, distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. If A, B and C are any three integers, then A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus A into C. For example, negative 2 into positive 3 minus positive 5 is equal to negative 2 into negative 2, because here we have for subtraction. So you have to change the sign and do subtraction. 3 plus minus 5. Here we have one positive and one negative, so we have to subtract it, and the answer is negative 2 is equal to 2 into 2, 4. Here we have one negative, one negative. Here we have the two integers are negative. So the answer is positive 4. And negative 2 into 3 minus negative 2 into positive 5. Negative 2 into positive 3 minus negative 2 into positive 5 is equal to 2 into 3, 6. Here we have one positive and one negative. So it is negative 6 minus 2 into 5, 10. Here we have one negative and one positive. So it is negative 10 is equal to negative 6 plus, change the sign, plus, here we have negative, so change it to positive, positive 10 is equal to, subtract it. Here we have one negative and positive, so subtract it. 6 minus 10, 4. So here the bigger number is 10. So the answer is positive 4. Here the both numbers are same. Therefore equal to negative 2 into 3 minus negative 2 into 5. Now we all know how to multiply integers and their properties. Do you know how to divide integers? Division. When we divide any two positive integers, their answer is always a positive integer. For example, 12 positive 12 divided by positive 3 is equal to 12 divided by 3 is 4. Here we have one. Here we have the two numbers are positive. So the answer is positive. Answer is positive 4. When we divide any two negative integers, for example, negative 12 divided by negative 12 divided by negative 3 is equal to 12 divided by 3, 4. Here we have two negative integers. So the answer is positive. Negative 12 divided by negative 3. The answer is positive 4. When we divide one positive integer and one negative integer, the answer is always negative. For example, negative 12 divided by positive 3 is equal to 12 divided by 3, 4. Here we have one positive and one negative. So the answer is negative. The answer of this question is negative 4. Properties of division. In all other properties like addition, subtraction and multiplication, closure property is possible. But in this operation, closure property is not possible. I will prove it for you. Negative 8 divided by positive 4 is equal to 8 divided by 4, 2. Here we have one negative and one positive, so the answer is negative 2. It is an integer. And positive 4 divided by negative 8. Here the answer will be like 4 by negative 8. Is it an integer? No, it is not an integer. So closure property is not possible in division. Commutative property. We all know what is commutative property. If a and b are any two integers, then a divided by b is equal to b divided by a. But in division, commutative property is not possible. So a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. We can prove it. Negative 8 divided by 4 is equal to negative 8 by 4 is equal to negative 2. Then 4 divided by positive 4 divided by negative 8 is equal to 4 divided by 8 is equal to 1 by negative 2. The answer is negative 0.5. Here the answer is negative 2 and here the answer is negative 0.5. So, commutative property in division is not possible. Like whole numbers, any integer divided by 0 is meaningless. And 0 divided by integer than 0 other than 0 is equal to 0. That for any integer a divided by 0 is not defined. What? A divided by 0 is not defined. And but 0 divided by a is equal to 0. For example, 0 divided by 73. 0 divided by 73 is equal to 0. And 0 divided by 44 is equal to 0. When we divide an integer by 1, it gives the same integer. For example, 3 divided by 1. Positive 3 divided by positive 1 is equal to 3. And negative 43. Negative 43 divided by 1 is equal to negative 43. Now you all know how to multiply and divide integers, and you know their properties also. Do you like today's video? Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.